A lot of the times, queerness is spoken as like this taboo, like kind of thing that's been brushed off, but it's been here since the dawn of human civilization. So it's about time that we have some classes or some spaces where people can talk about it.
I've always been greatly interested in popular culture. I've also always had a deep interest in drag, and so when RuPaul's Drag Race came along, it was a collision. I wrote an email to Zishan Ergalu, who was the chair of the Lang Theater Department at that time, suggesting a few courses, general courses in theater history, dramatic literature. And oh yeah, by the way, this idea I have about RuPaul's Drag Race, I don't know what it is. She said yes to the dress. I've been teaching it since whenever season 11 of Drag Race was.
I've been a huge fan of RuPaul's Drag Race since I was 15. I would say even before that. I know a lot of people who have been really trying to get into this class, and I was really lucky that I was able to get in. It was one of my top priorities for this semester.
Well, it's important for students to get in touch with any form of popular culture and to understand that it's not necessarily this disposable thing, that popular culture frequently is telling us the most important things about that particular period in time. And RuPaul's Drag Race is a shining example, a glittering example of just that.
So the concept of drag is very flexible itself. I mean, Luxx and Jax talked about how it's ever-changing. I think that that's something that's really fascinating, how it manages to break through gender binaries while, in a sense, mocking them at the same time. It's just one of the oldest art forms, and I think it's something that's so incredible.
I absolutely adore having experiences like this, especially because at like the heart of it, like Luxx and I were both very young queens, and it's really great just to be surrounded by people that are similar to us in age and like be able to like share similar references and see what they want to get out of what we're putting into this world, because at the end of the day, like drag is continuing to move forward, and the people that are coming into it now are who our audience is going to be, and we have to know how to relate to them.
The best part about today was seeing people who are equally as joyous about life as I am, because I think that's very important. You don't really see a lot of people being very happy to be openly who they are. So to be in a room full of people who are so comfortable with who they are, it really was just amazing. And also, it was kind of like a realization of that, like me as a person has some sort of impact on the world because I'm being asked to speak in front of people like I know what's going on in the world and I have some value to be said, which is very true, and I'm glad that I was able to do that.
Nothing compares to this. I can't think of many universities that offer amazing experiences like this, to be able to meet Jax and Luxx. I'm very starstruck.
My favorite thing about this experience is honestly like meeting the students and seeing just like in the small little spectrum that we have, just like how drag has influenced people in their everyday and how they carry themselves, and seeing just a younger generation that's honestly far more confident than we've ever been in the past.
Growing up, even like in college, I didn't have spaces where I could was having a class where I was talking about drag or drag race. So I think that it's very important that the youth, and not only the youth, but like anybody, has the space to openly learn about queerness in a positive light.
Drag is a very popular mainstream performance form and always has been. And there are other lessons to be learned in the show too about, as we heard today from the contestants, about race, about body image, about style, about taste. It's all in the show if you watch it with this critical eye that I am trying to teach them throughout the course of the course.